Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing an EIKWM France Deck G456 game with Midilolbusim, Quyuran, and an Anis. Okay. Oh, we're playing with G deck as well. So cards I don't know: Junior Partner. Played with Thatcher's Helper. So probably the best pick here is Overachiever. Dung Collector's okay. Yeah, I think Overachiever is quite good. Alright. A cater. Whenever he plays food, one additional food per space. Yeah, it looks pretty good with something like the well, which I do build a little easier than normal with Overachiever. What else do we have here? We have Politician, Diplomat, Farm School Graduate. Farm School Graduate's quite good, but I think I'll take Fencing Master here. Fencing Master is a very nice card, so. And we're playing with the filter, so that means, probably all 7 cards will be worth playing, which is one of the reasons I don't love playing with the filter, but I'm not going to get to play too many games anymore if I only want to play with my settings, because people want to play with more and more and more powerful cards, which is unfortunate. Okay. Could take Graduate here and really hope that I get some way of fencing easier. With Fencing Master, every time I play an occupation, I'm getting some wood. Obviously, with Overachiever, I'd like Family Growth a little more than normal. Although there is something like Vine Dresser, like I could take Green Grocer, hoping that Vine Dresser comes back. I think we can take Graduate here. And then Fence Delivery Man looks great. Water Carrier. There's lots of reasons for someone to build a well here. Water Carrier, a cater. You could get 4 food for quite a long time with Water Carrier, a cater, and the well. Yeah, Fence Delivery Man looks good. Should mean that I have to spend 0 wood on fences, which is very nice. Just have to focus on getting a feeding engine going. Alright, we're just waiting on Anise to make some picks. Okay, what did we get back here? Junior partner, Thatcher's helper, balance farmer. So Thatcher's helper can get me wood and reed, which the reed is nice for renovating. The wood doesn't seem like I need the wood so much for fences, but that probably means I should build 2 wood rooms usually. So I could Thatcher's helper here. I could take renovator. Yeah, I think Thatcher's helper is just better than renovator. And balance farmer, it's difficult to make work. I haven't really seen, none of these cards work particularly well with balance farmers, so I think Thatcher's helper is fine here. So we're really hoping for some miner that helps us feed. Like, I don't know, the pseudo dancer on fishing card would be pretty good. Stone Weir. I don't know, something like popcorn would be quite good. Help so that I could just kind of do a baking strategy. Even something like stone or a grain cart. Grain cart would be great. Yeah, something along those lines. Well, a cater is interesting. Yeah, I think I like it better than swineherd. Alright, let's try a cater here. Hope we get minor improvements like duck pond, goose pond, that sort of thing. And maybe we'll get the well builder back. Or was well builder, or not well builder, the well delivery man? Hopefully we get the well, or water carrier, that's what it was. Hopefully we get the water carrier back. Although that might have been in the pack with fence delivery man. Merchant, greengrocer. So chimney sweep does get food. And this card is, I think this card is undervalued. I could take greengrocer. The thing I like about chimney sweep, each player with an oven and eat 1 additional food for each player with this. The fact that you get the food when you're playing it. Like this could be net a couple food and it pushes me that little bit closer to playing graduate. So yeah, I think greengrocer is better, but chimney sweep will get my graduate out maybe a round or 2 earlier. And there's writing desk. Writing desk is gonna be quite good. Also driftwood. Driftwood is fantastic, but writing desk is just like really perfect for my game. I want to get my occupations out quickly, so definitely writing desk. And I won't gamble that it'll come back because there's a chance that it doesn't, especially because people have seen graduate already, so Draft is going a little slow. Let's go, people. Let's go. So in the early game, Fence Deliveryman has to be out by the end of round 4, and Fencing Master wants to get played before it. But Overachiever and Thatcher's Helper could get played on the same action. Or Overachiever and a Cater. Thatcher's Helper can get played on its own. Yeah, still hard to say. Like, he only had four occupations remaining. Should not take that long to think about those occupations. Oh, boarding school and gardener's wife. Let's go, guys. Yeah, it's a weird hand. You are not wrong about that. Okay, what do I like here? Honestly, this is a pretty meh hand. Vegetable Scoop's okay, but it's not great. I don't think Sheepskin Rug is that good. Stonehouse Reconstruction is okay. If I'm gonna grow a bunch of times, I could just take Flagon. Yeah. I'll probably need the food if I'm gonna grow a bunch of times and play a bunch of occupations. Not too set on any of the rest of these. Vegetable Scoop's pretty good. Yeah, it's okay. Corn Rick's okay. I think we can take Flagon there. Anything on Boitageux? Nope. Yeah, my one game that was going quick ended. And so now it's like slow. This game's pretty nice. I have 15 wood in round 10. And that was the power of like my pretty early wood cart. And I've gotten a couple good wood actions. And I've already got my riding plow played. So I just need to make sure that I hit all my all the actions I want to do. Okay, Sunflower Farm is pretty good, but you need sort of combos with it, and I haven't picked up any of them. I like Village School, but I want to play 7 occupations this game, so I don't think I'll take Village School. Barbershop's quite good. Do I have a game for Barbershop? I don't know if I do, but I could take it here anyways. I always find Barbershop a weird one. I guess Thatcher's Helper gets me the resources for Barbershop. Just have to make sure that I can buy the read whatever the first card comes out. Oh, excuse me. Okay, not too excited about any of these. I guess we sort of have a Pine Forest game. If I'm not really interested in taking wood, I could delay Thatcher's Helper until the wood is ready for Pine Forest. I guess we probably are going to want to build stables since we're going to need a sink for our wood. So yeah, Hayloft seems fine here. 1 wood for 2 points is pretty good, although it does take work to get that. 4 stables is... It's not nothing. There's definitely a cost there. This is really going extremely slowly. I'm not going to have time to finish this game at this rate. We're 19 minutes in and we're not quite done the draft. Okay, this pick... Well, there's actually a couple incentives for staying on a small house. There's Hermit Stick, there's also Sofa. But I think with Graduate, and I think with Fencing Master, I'm going to have so much wood, it's worth building a room and growing up to 4 at least, especially with my first pick, Overachiever. I could take Donkey here. Donkey actually looks quite good. Yeah. I don't have any plows, and I fence pretty easily, so... This pick... Vegetable Scoop. Remember there was this big debate about how Vegetable Scoop interacts with Market Woman? People argued that Vegetable Scoop was 2 separate like actions of receiving, like instances of receiving vegetable, so that you should get 4 grain, which is pretty crazy. My Reddit timeline is just full of stuff about Star Trek Picard. Pretty excited. I haven't watched it yet. I'll do that later. Played like 800 games. Why is this taking this long? Uh. I don't think I'll take village school here. Yeah, I think my miners aren't great, but playing it for like only two other miners is not really worthwhile. Friendly pastures is okay, but we'll just take bonus, sure. With chimney sweep, we have a slight incentive for bonus. Yeah, agreed. HAKLJ. So we start fourth, which is a little unfortunate. But it looks like we get occupation coming back, so that's something. Whoa. Midilol is really avoiding playing occupations. Guessing he first picked, or not first picked, I'm guessing he picked up, what card? Farm school graduate? Sometimes you see people take 2 clay, but not usually 2 wood. So maybe he's got a wood miner that he really wants to go on start player with. But Quyuran, instead of playing an occupation, just played start player of Pine Forest. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a, let's say odd. I anticipate this will be a bit of an odd one. And Anise is the one with farm school graduate. So I need food to play all my occupations, so I think I day labor here. I could take grain and go for a clay oven, but I haven't really seen a reason for baking. I'd much rather overachieve something that gives me more consistent food, like pottery or well or cooking hearth, anything like that. Also, my miners are really awful for a cater. Actually, like, just incredibly awful. The only card that can trigger my Acator is the Well, which is brutal. Brutal. Well, I can I can occupation fence deliveryman here, but maybe expensive Ock. No, because these guys are both at free occupation territory, so I don't really want to pass that around. This is kind of an early fence deliveryman, so I'm not really sure if this is a good move, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's 9. 4 and no, it's 6 and 10. Okay, I was completely wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that makes way more sense. Yes, because round 4 is the last round you can play it in. And 2 fences for my fencing master. There's fencing master. There's fence deliveryman. Well, maybe I should have expensive occupation. But the thing is, if I did, there's no guarantee that cheap occupation would have come back. And 2 wood's a fine action. Not great, but it's fine. Could also start player. No, I can't. No, I have no miners to play. No wood yet. Medieval playing. Banana tree. Sure. I'd love to get past Reedstone food, but I think that seems unlikely. So yeah, maybe these guys are really avoiding occupation, which is interesting to me. Not what I have been expecting. And you know what? I shouldn't have taken that 2 wood. I should have taken the other 2 wood. Because I want to leave myself the choice between Reedstone food and 4 wood. Whoops. That was silly. Oh well. I'll go for 3 wood here. I think. Yeah. Set ourselves up to build a room. 3 wood, fishing, and then 2 reed next round to build a room. Quyuran took 1 grain. Looks like he is setting up to build a clay oven. With that clay grab now. Hard to say. Anise needs food as well. And he's set up to build a wood room. Also, Midilol's playing Occupation Historian. Okay, so the occupation space is going to be pretty uncontested. Because Historian is going to play a bunch of occupations. Farm School Graduate plays. So, yes, that's interesting to be aware of. Yeah, Anise needs food. Wonder what sources for food Anise drafted. Just taken 2 food day labor. Yeah, that happens. So if we can get Reedstone food, that's nice. But also 2 reed is good, so... Midilol's playing Occupation Tile Maker. Okay. Getting the well might actually be like worth a lot in this game. I think Midilol will take the 2 reed. And I can always start player barbershop. Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. I want to get my Thatcher's Helper, my Cater, and my Overachiever out. So maybe I shouldn't start player barbershop, but instead start player writing desk so that I can play Thatcher's Helper and Overachiever with a move. Because what if round 5 is Family Growth? I want to play Thatcher's Helper before Anise Family Growth. Oh, Quyuran took the read. Interesting. So I could get a nice barbershop going here, but you know what? I think we're going to play writing desk. Is writing desk 2 wood? 1 wood. And feed 4. Quyuran plays Occupation Renovator. So what Stonehouse payoff cards did we pass? I don't remember any. I don't remember passing any Stonehouse payoff cards. So I'm not sure what Quyuran is doing. Yeah, this is a start, that's for sure. Let's go. Let's go. What are we waiting on? Needs to play an occupation. The turns have been quite quick, so I can't complain about that. Why do I have 3 people? That's weird. Anise plays Occupation Childcare Worker. Well, that certainly helps his farm school graduate. Reedstone Food, I think. First action, Reedstone Food. Second action, 2 occupations. Play Thatcher's Helper and Overachiever. Midilol's gonna play Resource Dealer. Sure. Helps him get read. Although it takes a bit of work before he can get read. He needs to like start player, play a clay miner. Start player vegetable, some vegetable card. The flower pot, start player flower pots, maybe. Might see that come out. Still no pressure on Anise to build a room, which is kind of crazy. I think he should be careful of Midilol, though. I'm going to need a lot of food for the round 7 harvest. I have to keep that in mind as well, because my fence delivery man is going to come in at that point. I could take wood, but I don't really feel like it. I think we're gonna do some weird stuff here. One, two, three, get 3 resources here. So we play our Thatcher's Helper, which we get wood and reed from, and then we get Overachiever. So Overachiever, if it could play the well, that would be nice. If it doesn't play the well, it'll play Basket Maker's Workshop, I think. And because that's the most food out of any one major improvement. And Thatcher's Helper will give us a couple reed as well, so... Anise finally builds a room. Midilol has to take the 3 sheep here. If he doesn't, Quyuran gets them next round, so... Gotta take the sheep. No, he's gonna start player. Okay. There's family growth, so I want to be ready to family growth in round 8. Midilol playing occupation politician. Sure. Probably will take reedstone food. Oh no, he needs to take the sheep still. Yes, he does need to take the sheep. I need to place my Thatcher's Helper resources. Take 4 wood. Seems okay. So if reedstone food could come back, great. If not, 3 food fishing or 3 food traveling players is fine. Ooh, Quyuran built a room. I really thought he was going to reno before he built a room. I guess we kind of handed that to him, didn't we? So Midilol doesn't need to take food, but Quyuran will probably want to, and Anise will certainly want to. Whoa. Whoa, Anise just passed on growing. I guess because he needs food so badly. Decided to take the 2 reed instead so that he can childcare work. Huh. No, he played Renovator, the 2 clay cheaper renovations. This is a start. This is quite the start. If I want to grow ahead of Midilol, I need to start player and to build room. If I do that, it seems like my feeding is going to be pretty tough. I think we're going to just reedstone food here. Yeah, I could start player barbershop. I'll buy a reed. I wonder if Midilol will do something crazy, like play a clay card before building a room. But either way, it looks like I get a 4 food action back. No, Anise is going to start player. Sure. Anise built a room and is now seemingly foregoing family growth. Start player Cornrick. For some reason really wants a grain. Maybe wants a grain to play the passing miner corn on the cob. Start player into 6 wood. Okay, well I guess there's no pressure on family growth, so fine. And then Midilol plays Kelp Gatherer. Oh, I'll be happy to trigger Kelp Gatherer. I want that extra food is quite good for me. So I think what I'll do now is play a cater. You know, it's funny. With Graduate, I'm actually in a position where I could start player to jump someone in family growth, and if they block build a room, I could play 2 occupations, including Graduate, to grow the following round. But that's not the situation. It doesn't look like that's the situation we're going to be in. I could also start player barbershop for a bunch of food, or a bunch of points. 5 points. But I think playing a cater here is reasonably important. Oh, I get to pick up a wood from my Thatcher's Helper on Anise's growth. I could also take 4 wood. 4 wood's a pretty great action. Yeah, I guess I don't really want Quyuran taking wood twice and then building a room early next round. You know what? I still have seating priority over him. I could also take the wood and then build 2 rooms at once. Yeah, okay. Take the wood. Feed 4, and then 2 food for fence 4, fence delivery men. Yeah, makes sense, Sam Folds. So, my feeding is kind of flagging and well. Like, that's kind of what we're looking at here. It's not fantastic. So we got Baker's Servant here for Anise. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I get a lot out of growing. So every time I grow, like building the well, building the basket maker's workshop, those are going to be two fantastic actions for me. Like flagon plus well plus a cater. It's going to be a bunch of food. So if I take a food for my Thatcher's helper, I can no longer pay for a cater. I also need clay in order to be able to play flagon. There's no pressure on the build room space. So I think I could afford to reedstone food here. This also like pretty much locks up the well for me. I think flagon seems really important. I think that I need the food for the next harvest from flagon. I think taking 3 clay here is like 4 food, a 4 food action. It depends on if I'm gonna play the well or the basket maker's workshop when I family growth. And I guess I want to play basket maker's workshop for the round 9 growth. Yeah. Buy the reed. Nobody has an oven yet, so chimney sweep's not free. Three clay or occupation here. I think 3 clay. Yeah. Yeah. We might just end up having to play the 3 clay fireplace, saving 1 resource on that. So if that's the case, the 3 clays are alright. It's the flagon plus the fireplace. We don't mind taking the 3 sheep next round as well. Although, what am I saying? We're gonna grow. What am I saying? In fact, we need to pick up 4 food with 1 action, with 1 minor action, and flagon is the only thing that does that. Basket Maker's Workshop isn't enough anymore. So it looks like our cater's a dead card, unfortunately. So I'll have to decide whether or not playing these 2 cards is worth the family growth action. It might not be. It might be, but just be better to start player. Which is too bad. The occupations are actually pretty bad in this game. Corral. It's a cool card. Yeah, lets him hold boar. Very nice. Okay, so Anise is building, took stone, so Anise might be building the well. Since I have to build room with my first action before I build it myself, which is unfortunate. Stone oven seems more likely. Oh, that's right, baker's servant. That's a good point. Yeah, okay. Midilol might be building the well. Two rooms. I will keep wood behind for barbershop and for vegetable scoop. So that means I'm not gonna stable with this action. So Anise, Midilol might build the well, in which case I'll flag in and play Basket Maker's Workshop. Quyuran plays Occupation Boarlord. And what's funny about this is he's going to plow fields, which he can corral to hold even more boar. So that's fun. Fun combination here. The one thing I have over my opponents, aside from Anise, these two are both far away from fencing. Now, Quyuran doesn't care so much with his corral. He's okay with not fencing as much, but Midilol is really far behind on getting enough wood for fencing. Anise goes for the clay oven. Okay. Let's see what Midilol does here. I'm guessing it's Reno plus the well. Yeah, there's the well. Well, that happens. We really pushed our family growth back many times, and kept doing it. So there was always a good chance that the well was going to get taken. And yeah, we didn't get a cater out in time, so we'll go ahead and play Flagon here for 4 food, and then we'll also build the Basket Maker's Workshop. Do we want to save a stone? We probably want to save a reed, right? Yeah. Two food are. I'm just realizing Fence Deliveryman and Fencing Master might be a bit of a non-combo. Place up to 2 fences. Okay, so if I have no fences, because all the fences are on the board with Fence Deliveryman, then I can still, like, that's fine. That's still legal. Alright. Because Fence Deliveryman gets me 8 fences if I set it up properly. But at the moment, 4 fences here, 7 on the Fencing Master, 4 on the Fence Deliveryman. I have no fences in my supply anymore. So I can't actually gain any more fences from playing occupations until round 12 comes and goes. So that's a point in favor of fencing round 11. Because I can do 3 and then 7 and then do the last 4 with Fence Deliveryman. Otherwise, if I want to get my 15th fence, it has to come after my Fence Deliveryman arrives in round 12. So I'm going to family growth around 10. I'll probably play... Will I play barbershop for 3 points? I don't think I will. I think I'll probably play donkey and pottery maybe. Or donkey and the 2 clay fireplace. I don't know. I'll have to decide. And he's playing soil nutritionist. It's a good card. Especially works well when he's doing this kind of strategy where he's going to sow like 1 grain at a time, multiple times. I guess I can take clay and build a cooking hearth, which with vegetable scoop that should make my feeding fairly easy. Yeah, we'll take clay here. Yeah, I like the idea of making a cooking hearth. I think this game's going to be pretty hungry in round 12, round 13. Because the Midilol's feeding is going to slow down. And Anise needs to spend some more actions taking crops. Quyuran's the only one with really efficient feeding right now. With his swine herd. Also, he took 1 cattle with his second action. That's interesting. I don't see that too often. Usually you see it with a late move. So I wonder if he's planning to reno at the end or what exactly the plan is. Anise does all of his fencing. Fences 15 in round 10. Yep. That's a sign of how much wood is in this game. Which is good. Honestly, it's good for Midilol, who had not very much wood 1 round ago, but has picked up wood pretty quickly. Okay, what am I gonna do here? Can't fence anymore. Could take grain, could read stone food, could play an occupation, although I don't really want to play any more of my occupations. I could take wood. I could major minor pottery. Yeah, I could major pottery here. And then build the cooking hearth with overachiever. Wonder what food payoffs Quyuran has. Or if he's just making sure that he has enough of it. So yeah, I play Donkey and Cooking Hearth here, I think. Especially because these guys are going after the animals so aggressively. It's not like I'm going to get a pair of animals. So you see, grab a wood from my Thatcher's helper. So I need to pick up a reed. And I need to pick up some other food to pay for my incoming fences. And I need to start plowing and taking crops. I could start player vegetable scoop. I like family growth and plow sow, especially if I take vegetable after playing vegetable scoop. What prevents you from fencing 7 and fencing your last 4 in round 12? No, it works. What I'm saying is I'm saying I couldn't put an 8th. You're right. You're right, Samfolds. I'm saying the anti-combo is Fencing Master cannot put an 8th fence on here until, because those 4 fences, basically all I was saying is I have 0 fences in my supply right now. All my fences are out on the table. Major, minor, sheep, and sow bake. I would probably major, minor, vegetable scoop. I would also probably major, minor, 1 sheep for food. This doesn't seem like a great camembert here for Anise. Like, I'll take it. Sure. But yes, I can fence 7 for sure here. This is probably Reno Meadow. Very nice. This is like a 9 wood action. Very nice. Yeah, there's a crazy amount of resources in this game. We have put a lot of them in. I'll fence 7 here because Quyuran might be ready to fence. Put 19 wood myself. Yeah. Yep. Fence delivery man, fencing master, Thatcher's helper. Yep. You are right about that. So I'll take 2 vegetable and 3 clay probably. Or 2 vegetable and sheep. I guess 2 vegetable and the clay. Because it's 2 food, because I built the pottery. And I do need some more food still. Anise probably does sow bake here, I would assume. I mean, if it's just purely for food, I guess I could just take fishing. Fishing is more immediate food. And then I don't have to feed in the harvest. Yeah, I could do that. There is an extra food on fishing thanks to kelp gatherer, so... Although I am giving a point to the costermonger's burrow if I do that. Okay, sure. You know what? No, let's not give him a point for one food. That's not a good trade-off. Also, I'm buying the reed here. And then we'll grab 2 vegetable. Five food. R. Feed 8. 2 food for 4Z. Alright, so now we just need to get our 2 or 3 plow actions. We need to reno to a stone house, and we're going to have a nice scoring farm. But yeah, we have to get those actions, which are going to be, might be somewhat contested. Niece plays occupation junior partner. There's family growth, okay. Well, if they want to pass me family growth, I wouldn't mind that. Otherwise, I'm going to have the choice between start player for plow sow, or just plowing myself, or taking 2 sheep, 2 boar. I don't mind start player. I do have barbershop in hand, but I wouldn't mind saving barbershop for use on family growth, because I don't really have any other majors that I want to play. I could build the joinery just for points, but nah. Okay, so I think I probably should not plow a field here, because I think plow is coming back. So I could start player to get plow sow, but there is this 2 sheep and a food action, which seems nice. So I think we're going to take that. Oh, is this start player from Quyuran? Oh, that's unfortunate. Why sheep over boar? Because it had the food immediately on it. It gets me the food in round 13. The sheep is more food generally, and I think I might need the food. I could have taken the boar, because the boar, you know, it's a point, it's 2 points and 3 food in round 14, or 3 points. The sheep is 3 points, or 3 points and an immediate food, or it could also be 2 points, an immediate food, and then 4 food in the last round. And those seem that seems like pretty good. It could be pretty good. So we'll do 2 fields here. Clay should be pretty safe. I think our last 2 moves are probably take clay and then reno. I guess we like taking more than 4 clay, just because any extra clay is food in the next harvest. I just am afraid that if I delay taking clay too much, I'm going to run out of time to get to a stone house. Let's see what Anise does here. Anise needs to reno. I could also take 3 stone, because the 3 stone is either my stone reno, or it's the stone oven, or it's the joinery. Yeah, I have pretty good uses for that stone, so I should probably use it. Also, Nice did not reno, which is good to note. Probably thinking about building the stone oven themselves. Midilol takes the 3 stone. Yeah, we should have probably expected that that was going to happen. Okay, well, we could reno with these 2 moves. First move clay, second move reno. Yeah, there's not much left on the board that we want, so reno barbershop, I guess. Everyone else's feeding is better than ours, so I think I probably can get 6 food fishing if I want it next round. And it'll actually be a 7 food action with Kelp Gatherer. And Midilol wants someone else to take it because he wants to activate his Costermonger's Barrow. Interesting. Not fencing along, not doing anything along here. Wonder if he's got some plow. I guess he figures he gets 2 more fields from Boarlord. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. It's a 2-point barbershop, which is not great, but that's okay. Oh, I can't afford to play both. Never mind. Maybe I won't reno then. Maybe I'll do something different. Not enough reed. Could take 1 cattle. Could take 3 reed. I could sow my vegetables. Yeah, sowing my vegetables seems okay. Really regretting having taken the clay now. That clay action got way worse. Way worse. Holy crap. That was a bad move. That was a really bad move. I was not planning ahead at all. Jeez. Well, we'll take 2 cattle if they come to us, but I'm pretty sure Anise is taking them. And then I'm pretty sure Midilol is taking the plow sow. So then we'll plow a field, plow 2 fields. Man, this has not been. I've not played this well. That 4 clay grab was so bad. Oh, jeez. Needed to plan ahead better. I don't think I've not done a good job of that this game. I've not done a good job of planning my future moves. So I think we probably fish. We probably Reno. So if we're going to Reno, we do want to play an improvement. We could play bonus. We could take 3 stone and build the joinery. That's still an option. Bonus, joinery. Joinery gives us an extra... Actually, bonus gives us food as well. Joinery and bonus are the same amount of food. Joinery gives us a point action in the last round, which is nice. Bonus doesn't use our wood, which means if we get family growth round 14, we can play the barber shop for our remaining 3 wood. Yeah, could do 4 reed, yeah. 4 reed is food, which is certainly nice. I think we're probably going to want to sow in the last round. So if we're going to sow in the last round, then taking grain is... I guess grain is not worth anything if we're only sowing it once. But we're probably going to resow our vegetables so that we can eat 2 of them for no point cost in the last round. So sowing is like a 7 food action, which I guess is not really that good if it's only food. Yeah, 5 clay, 4 reed, taking the fishing. I don't love taking the reed here because it's just going to get bigger next round and nobody else needs the reed. Everyone's got 1 at least. The only person who might take it is Anise. Anise is going to reno stone oven. So I'm probably not going to reno... I guess Anise might reno stone oven next round. I think we'll just take the fishing. See what happens. Yeah, I guess sow bake is only as good as taking vegetable again. River pig. End of the game. 3 points if you have 5 wood in your supply. Alright. Well, this card is pretty terrible because you could just build 2 stables for 2 points. But hey, you can get that, turn that 5th wood into 1 point. I mean, I guess the reason you play that card is for its other ability, not necessarily for the wood ability. Or not necessarily for the points. Okay, Anise is renovating here. I'm amazed nobody's going for plow sow here. So Anise really wants a bake action. Oh, Midilol start players, finally. Okay, good. Alright, well... Could take stone for the reno joinery. Midilol looks like he wants to reno fence. Could take reed. Could take clay. Good Reedstone food and then just build the barber shop. You know what? I like Reedstone food into 3 stone. Because then Midilol, if he wants to plow sow first action. Who's going to reno joinery? Not Midilol. No. Oh, he's got stone available here still. Oh, that's true. He might do that. Pretty sure, though, he's going to go for the... Pretty sure we're going to see him go for the other stuff. Hey, you know what? Tile maker's out. Who needs to go to stone? We just need to hit clay. Right. Okay, that's good. What other global bonuses are out there that I've forgotten about? That's the only one I've seen. And I don't think we saw any in the draft. So certainly we want to get to a clay house. And not getting to stone is not as bad. Yeah, it's only 2 points with the tile maker, so... Okay, that's good. So I could take stone here so that I can take the joinery next round, or I could do something different. Like, take clay, take wood. I think I like not taking the stone because then what I could do is build stables and then play hayloft, and that might be a good way of getting points next round. So that would mean I don't take the stone here. Do I want to build the barber shop? Barber shop's 2 points here. Maybe I should just build the barber shop. I don't know. I'm all over the place with this game. I'm really not sure what I want to be doing. Feed 8, harvest, breed. I won't convert clay or a reed just in case. Anise plays gardener. Oh, that's quite nice here. Yeah, farm school graduate, good card. Will we plow 1 field with our first move? That doesn't seem very good. Maybe 6 wood. Yeah, we could first action 6 wood. Although Anise is sitting here with 2 wood in his supply. So he could see us do that and then build a stable. Alternatively, that 2 wood is worth 2 food with his childcare worker. So if we think that Anise will first action sow bake, then the stables action should come back. We also have like 2-point moves with cattle, boar, grain, and family growth. Those are all good moves. You know what? I should be doing family growth here. And I should have a major that I'm ready to play. I really am not playing this well. I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm sorry that you have to watch this. Sorry for inflicting this upon you. Yeah. This is where I should be playing barbershop. Yeah. We'll just take the cattle, I think. Just start taking our 2-point moves. Oh, geez. Not good. Not good by me. So then I think we take reed and then we take clay and then we reno. Reno nothing. Oh, man. Oh, jeez. I'm playing so badly. It's been a rough week or two. I've played really badly for like the last 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I may have overplayed into the graduate with overachiever, thinking, oh, graduate will end up being really good, which it really hasn't been. Yeah, this is a shame. There's a pieces of a good game here. You know, if I get a cater out and build the well, that's good. And then if I do that, then I don't need to build the cooking hearth. Like I had actions in the middle of the game, like when I was just like, oh, I guess I'll build the pottery because I got nothing else to do. You know. Yeah, that could have been other. Those could have been other moves. Those could have been building the well moves. Those could have been getting crops. I'm gonna end up with a fine score because I'm gonna have 4 family members and I'm gonna have like decent scores. I have good improvement score. I'm gonna end up with like 46, 47, and that's not gonna be enough for the win in this game because I'm pretty sure Anise has got like a 48-point farm. Just gonna do my last 2 moves at once here. Oh, never mind. Oh, the fact that I don't have it and it didn't have an improvement to play on family growth and on Reno. That's such a fail by me. Absolutely, I should have had an improvement to play there. There's no reason why I don't play Family Growth Joinery with that move instead of playing Barbershop last round. Oh, bad. Bad, 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 bad. So bad. The Barbershop eats a reed, and I don't want to eat reed. Oh, man. It's like I'm going to end up having to eat points here, and if I hadn't played Barbershop last round, I could have Family Growth Joinery instead, kept an extra reed, so then eating a reed is not eating a point. This is bad play. Bad play by me. Sorry for inflicting this upon you guys. I think I never really saw like a great path out of my draft, and that's certainly... I've had a hard time since then. So if we're going to eat anything, we may as well eat 2 sheep, a reed, and a food. Oh, whoops, no, that's not what I want to do. Oh, I guess I want to eat a clay, don't I? If I eat a clay, do I still have to eat 2 sheep? Yeah, you know what? The clay is not enough. Because if I eat a clay, it's 1 food short. So I end up having to eat something. Well, okay, so what if I eat a clay, a reed, and a vegetable? And a food? I mean, that's still me eating 2 points, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, no matter what, I'm eating the same number of points. Yep. Yep. Alright, 2 points for the clay house. Only 41. Jeez. Brutal. Brutal. In a game where I had to spend 0 wood for fences, absolutely atrocious. Negative on grain, negative on board, negative on space. Yep. Oh, brutal. Did I eat with my cooking hearth once? I guess I ate with the 2 sheep at the end, which I didn't have to do. So that means I didn't need the cooking hearth at all. Brutal. Just brutal. Did not need the cooking hearth at all. Yeah, 49. I was correct about Anise. Yeah, we're last. This is pathetic. This is a really pathetic game. Oh, man. Well, it hurts. We put a lot of effort into setting up our writing desk and then used it only once. So that hurt. The barbershop I could have played. Wait, I could have played barbershop instead of writing desk. Yeah, the fact that the donkey never got on plow sow was also bad. Yeah. I have good cards here, but they didn't come together well. I did say I needed a lot of food, and you know what? I never really got a great feeding engine. Like, Flagon is not a great feeding engine. Basket Maker's Workshop was good, but like pottery didn't do anything. Cooking hearth wasn't anything until the last harvest. Ended up just taking fishing a couple times, like clown feeding. Which, if you're going to cloud feed, fine, but then you need to be getting lots of points in other areas. Like, you need to be making that up. I guess we'll take a quick look at the draft. So overachiever first pick, sure. Fencing master looks fine. So I took graduate here ahead of soil nutritionist. Looks like graduate's a little overvalued compared to like river pig. River pig power 2, vine dresser power 2.3, green grocer power 2.6. The green grocer looks better than graduate. And soil nutritionist is very close with green grocer as well. Fence delivery looks fine. I think Thatcher's helper. It's drafted really low. That's lower than I would have expected. I guess I did take it 5th. Its power seems low. Its power seems lower than I would have guessed too. I guess the fact that you have to pay a food for a read is pretty expensive. A cater. Yeah, and then I took chimney sweep here, which was useless. It could have been a green grocer pick. So then I first pick writing desk, and I actually get donkey back, which is the highest pick out of this pile, which is hilarious because donkey's awesome. Don't know why people don't draft it so low, but I mean with graduate, the writing desk pick was pretty obvious. So it looks like Quyuran took sickle ahead of driftwood or donkey, which is not something I would have done. Maybe hammock, I don't know. He might have taken hammock or sickle. Probably sickle. Here I took flagon. Barbershop over sunflower pond. Yeah. And the thing is, village school would have done work because I had miners left at the end of the game to throw away. And occupations. Yeah. So just not a well executed game by me. I mean, I grew last, and I did get to grow twice in a row as compensation, but I don't know. Yeah, a bit of a rough go recently. Okay, so that's all for me for today. Um, I will stream probably not tomorrow. I might stream on Saturday. I might not. Uh, I won't be able to stream at my usual time, so it'll depend how active the site is in the evening my time, which Saturday night Eastern is sometimes a pretty dead time for the site. So unless I get into the Wallfly special, might not be able to stream on Saturday. Uh, should be able to stream on Sunday, but that'll depend. Yeah, because we're gonna go play Magic this weekend and Friday night, so it'll depend on how much Magic we play, and how much Magic we play is honestly going to depend on how well we do. Because if we like win a couple packs from the first event, then we can use them as entry for the second event, and that kind of like feeds into itself. So you might be doing that. So I will plan to stream on Saturday or Sunday, but I'm not sure when. It won't be usual time. It'll probably be later in the evening. So you can look for me then. And otherwise, thanks very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and we'll see you next time.